guys, so as you can tell, it is time for another Empties video. I'm going to be covering all of the skincare products that I used up during the fall of 2019. Winter is here, so onward and upward, stay warm wherever you are. That being said, here in Houston, it doesn't feel the least bit like winter. In fact, I'm actually wearing shorts and as you can see, t-shirt right now, and it's not the least bit cold out. Anyways, like I typically do, I'm going to do a separate video of all of the sunscreen that I used up during the fall. But in today's video, I'm just going to cover the skincare. And actually, I have more than just skincare. I have a few, like, just personal care items I used up. I don't know. I thought that'd be fun to throw in here as well. The first product that I finished up is the Claire Foaming Wash. This is a gentle, fragrance-free foaming cleanser that a viewer sent me. It's by Ego, but it says New Zealand. So it's not sold in the US, but I really enjoyed this. Thank you for sending it to me. It's kind of goes along with over-the-counter you can buy azelaic acid in Australia and New Zealand, as well as in throughout Europe. They make a whole line of products to kind of go with the azelaic acid, including a face wash. Similar to how Differin here in the States, how, you know, Galderma came out with a Differin face wash and whatnot. It's sort of the same thing Ego has done here. But anyways, long story short, I did enjoy this. It is quite foamy. So while it's gentle, you kind of need, it's not particularly effective at getting really tough cosmetics off. But I enjoyed it. It didn't bother me whatsoever. It's kind of like the Hada Labo foaming, hyaluronic acid foaming cleanser, but that, unlike this, that takes off cosmetics much better. Alright, speaking of cleanser, another Ego cleanser from Australia, a viewer from Australia sent me and I really like, is the QV Gentle Wash. This is fantastic. This also works quite well on the body if you are looking for a gentle body wash to remove dirt, oil, sebum, what have you. It's very gentle and again, fragrance free. It does a really good job actually removing cosmetics by itself. So I enjoyed using this on my face. I'm not sure what the pH of this is though, but I didn't find that my skin became excessively irritated or dry when I used it. Alright, and then another European product that I finished up, someone sent me this Ziaja Sensitive Skin Firming Night Cream. I actually really enjoy this, and for those of you who have access to this, like you can buy it over the counter or whatnot in your stores, I recommend this for people who have rosacea. It's very good. It has licorice root extract in it, which has been shown to be helpful for calming down the redness associated with rosacea. It's fragrance free. It has a variety of plant oils in it. It's got macadamia seed oil, cottonseed oil, jojoba seed oil. It's very emollient but has some nice occlusives. It's just a very nice basic moisturizer. Because it has those oils in it, however, if you have oily acne prone skin, some people with oily acne prone skin, their acne in particular is aggravated by oils, and it's advised to choose an oil-free moisturizer, so this might not work out for you. But I really enjoyed it, and it's akin to another one, not akin to, but it's kind of an alternative to one that I love and finished up. Let me dig it out here. The ProCure Rosacare, Care. I finished up a bottle of this as a facial moisturizer. You guys, when I review this, you always ask me for one that's something like this that's available in Europe, and this is a reasonable alternative. But basically, the ProCure Rosacare Care is a nice lightweight moisturizer intended for individuals with rosacea. It's also great if you have perioral dermatitis. It's great if you have acne with a lot of redness. It has licorice root in it, again like Ziaja. And it also has hyaluronic acid, a humectant. It has a little bit of a green tint to it, which helps for color correction of redness. I love this. It's fantastic. You can get it at CVS as well as on Amazon. Unlike the Rosacure, however, the Ziaja does not have that green tint, so you won't get that color correction. But it's still a very nice option for people with rosacea in particular. It's not very heavy and uncomfortable. It's nice and lightweight, which is good. When you have rosacea, really heavy moisturizers can be uncomfortable. So next, I finished a cleanser by Claire, their Gentle Clarifying Lotion Cleanser. I really like this a lot. In fact, I like everything that I've tried by this brand, Claire. I'm currently using their oil-free moisturizer at nighttime, and I really like it. Their cleanser is very, very similar to the other cleanser that I'm currently using by DML. Fragrance-free, very gentle, great if you have sensitive skin or eczema-prone skin. It's fine for oily skin. It does actually a very good job removing water-resistant makeup and mascara. At least for me, you know, I don't wear a lot of mascara and I do the double cleanse method, so you know, I'm already starting out on a good foot when I try this to remove that. So yeah, I really liked everything by that brand. It's cruelty-free, by the way. They not only make skincare, but they also make oral care toothpastes that are flavorant-free. They also make hair care. So those of you who aren't too pleased with the Vanity Cream shampoo and conditioner, for a fragrance-free shampoo and conditioner, try Claire. They make a shampoo and conditioner that's fragrance-free and cruelty-free. Okay, I mentioned I'm currently using the DML face wash, but I finished up their moisturizing lotion, and now I'm using the Claire moisturizing facial lotion, but I use this as my nighttime moisturizer. This is fantastic if you have acne-prone skin. It's also frequently one that we recommend if you're on Accutane. It's just nice and lightweight, but sufficiently moisturizing. It does sting. You know, it might sting depending on how sensitive you are. A lot of moisturizers do sting people, particularly those who are sensitive, because they are formulated to be a little bit more on the acidic end of things, which is great for your skin barrier and kind of what they're intended to do as moisturizers. But that being said, it can be a little uncomfortable when putting them on. And I've gotten comments from you all that this one stings, and I can see how that might be the case, but it doesn't bother me, and I really enjoyed it. All right, and then I finished up the Panoxyl Benzoyl Peroxide Acne Foaming Wash. I actually ended up I used this in my armpits and the rear end area and the groin area in the shower. I lather it to those areas, let it sit on the skin for a few minutes, and then rinse it off, kind of like a body mask. This is helpful for a variety of things. It's helpful for BO, for body odor. I don't actually use deodorant. I just find that using this under my armpits as a mask in the shower is sufficient. The reason it works that way is it helps in controlling the bacteria in your armpit that break down your sweat and contribute to body odor. So I found that doing this benzoyl peroxide mask to the armpits is great. You know, it's great for controlling sweat, not controlling sweat, but controlling body odor. It's really been helpful. It's also great. It's anti-acne, so if you have acne in those areas or on the body, it's great in that regard. I have a videos talking about benzoyl peroxide, by the way. But yeah, it's just really wonderful, and I love Panoxyl. I also have their 4% creamy wash, which is what I'm currently using under my armpits now. I don't really use it actually currently that often on my body, but at the time I was using this, using it more on my body. It works quite well. It will bleach your fabric though if you happen to get this on the fabric, so use it in the shower. All right, and then Peach and Lily actually sent me their Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser. This has fragrance in it, and I was underwhelmed by it. It's kind of the gel cleanser, it feels kind of loosey-goosey, so to speak. When you put it on your hand, it feels like it almost kind of falls apart and is a little crumbly. I don't know if that makes sense. It was okay. I wouldn't rush out and buy this. It doesn't stand out as anything noteworthy, and if anything, it can be irritating because of the fragrance. So yeah, that was that, but it was sent to me, and so I wanted to make use of it. Okay, speaking of things that were sent to me for consideration for review, this is from Octoly actually. The No. 7 Early Defense Glow Activating Serum I reviewed for you guys. This is nice. I believe it has mulberry extract, I want to say. Very helpful if you are coping with hyperpigmentation, like related to healing acne, to use this. And it's kind of on the expensive side. I don't know that it's necessarily worth it. But I did enjoy it, and it works well in terms of, you know, just helping to accelerate the rate of clearance of hyperpigmentation. But speaking of that goal, two products actually that I finished up that I reviewed for you guys and would recommend considering if you are in the situation where you've got some hyperpigmentation that you're hoping to clear up a little bit more expeditiously are the Hada Labo Arbutin products. They have an arbutin lotion. That's really good. I reviewed for you guys. And they also have a cream. So I use both of these. Now the lotion is very lightweight. It's mostly humectants and then the active ingredient arbutin, which can help in clearing hyperpigmentation. I have a video talking about arbutin, by the way. But anyways, I was gonna say is that this just has a lot of humectants in it. So you wanna put it on the skin while it's damp after you just cleanse, like at nighttime, put it on the skin then. And then immediately cover it with a heavier moisturizer. The reason you have to do it that way is that if you just put this on damp skin and you don't put a moisturizer on over it, because it just has humectants in it and there's nothing there to really seal in the water, it'll evaporate out and it'll actually make kind of a dry film on your skin, which is not pleasant and, you know, not great. So cover it with a heavier moisturizer, and you can get away with using their arbutin cream as the top layer. So you're kind of layering the arbutin in two different vehicles. It's kind of nice that way. That's a way to use both of them. Or you could just use another moisturizer. Check out my videos on moisturizers for oily skin or winter skin moisturizers if you're looking for a good one to layer on top. But I finished both of those. All right, speaking of cosmeceuticals, Color Science actually sent me another bottle of their Pep Up Collagen Renewal Face and Neck Treatment. This product I like. It's very expensive though, and honestly I don't find that it stands out over other peptide containing serums on the market that are less expensive. Peptides really are just humectants, you guys. They really just help to bring a little bit of added water into the skin and boost up hydration. They have to be layered underneath more occlusive moisturizers. How do they compare to other less costly humectants like hyaluronic acid or polyhydroxy acids? There's no comparator study between the two. There are some studies showing that some peptides may help in boosting collagen production a little bit, but a little compelling. Peptides are costly ingredients, however, to put into products. So anyways, all that being said, I mentioned in another video that I would not necessarily purchase this myself, and I continue to state that. I mean, they sent it to me. I'm very grateful that they did and wanted to use it because I like it. Oh, another brightening product that I tried out and reviewed for you guys is the No. 7 Laboratory Dark Spot Booster Serum. This too, you know, it'll achieve the purpose of improving hyperpigmentation that's gonna go away anyway, but this will accelerate the rate at which it does so. If you have melasma though, and you know you've been battling numerous treatments, don't expect any brightening serum or any brightening product sold over the counter to change things for you. You know, that's just, I don't want to set you up for false hope there. These kinds of products help get rid of hyperpigmentation that's going to go away anyways, and maybe they help it go away a little bit faster. So yeah, that one was decent. Again, costly, you know, expensive. And I think the Hada Labo Arbutin lotion is a much more cost-effective alternative to consider. I think it's like 14 bucks for that big bottle, and it lasts a really long time. All right, speaking of double cleanse, I mentioned that earlier. That's how I take off my water-resistant sunscreen, mascara, etc. And I reviewed this for you guys a while. The Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser by Drunk Elephant. I finished this up. It actually lasted a very long time for me. So despite don't be intimidated by the price point. It actually ends up being a very good value. It lasted me like, I want to say 8 months of using this every night. You know, do you need to rush out to Sephora and buy this? No, I still think Albolene is just as good as this, and actually better because it has fewer ingredients that could potentially cause issue for people. So, you know, in a sense, it's actually better. But, you know, this was not bad. All right, I finished up a Necessaire Sex Gel. I reviewed this for you guys in I've reviewed it a few times or talked about it in a few videos. But I basically use this in my nose as a moisturizer for my nose. It's just a personal lubricant, but it's great in the nose because especially when the heaters come on, I am prone to getting nosebleeds. The mucosa in my nose gets dried out easily and I have nosebleeds and they're such a pain. This has really helped. It also is great to take on the plane and stick in your nose because my nose gets really dry when I fly. So I finished up one of these, and yeah, if you're in search of a personal lubricant, I recommend that one. It's quite good. Then as far as a body moisturizer, I finished up the Trader Joe's A Midsummer Night's Cream Moisturizing Cream. I reviewed most of the Trader Joe's products for you guys in a video a while ago. I finally made my way through this. It's okay. You know, I don't think it's any better than many other moisturizer body creams and body lotions out there. It's free of added fragrance, but it does have avocado oil and jojoba seed oil, which are great, but you know, if you're somebody with more oily, acne prone skin, those potentially can exacerbate that. Not a guarantee. But more concerning is that this does have methyl isothiazinolone in it, a preservative that has replaced parabens. With all of the unwarranted paraben phobia out there, methyl isothiazinolone has replaced parabens. And honestly, moving forward this year, in this year, I am really going to crack down on methyl isothiazinolone and products almost to the extent that I do fragrance. I guess I can make amends for it in that it is a preservative, but come on, just put a paraben in there and stop bending to the ridiculous claims about parabens being cancer causing and bad. They're actually much safer for people with eczema than methyl isothiazinolone, which is incredibly sensitizing. And because of the clean beauty, marketing against parabens, we now have an epidemic of methyl isothiazinolone allergy. MI is much more irritating and much more sensitizing than parabens. So yeah, Trader Joe's has MI in it, so I would not necessarily recommend that strongly, but it was a decent moisturizer. Speaking of moisturizers that do not have MI in them, that is a much better alternative. I actually use this both on my body and my face. I purchased this at Walmart, CVS, not Walmart. It's the Beauty 360 Advanced Repairing Lotion. This is a generic dupe for the Vaseline Intensive Care Advanced Repair Unscented Lotion. This is fantastic. I think it was like less than $2. I think I bought this when I was in San Diego, correct me if I'm wrong, and it was great, and I finished it up. So yeah, definitely recommend that. You can put it on your face, it's fantastic. Alright, and then, another cleansing oil this time, not a cleansing balm, but a cleansing oil that I finally finished and do not recommend just because it's very unwieldy and not very useful, is the Glossier Milky Oil. This does achieve the purpose of what you want. You know, it does break up the water-resistant mascara, the sunscreen, the makeup, whatever. But this bottle is ridiculous. I mean, it's like something you would give a toddler for finger painting or something. It's just very unwieldy and difficult to use. Putting this, when you squeeze it to dispense some product into your palm, it kind of splatters all over the place, which is messy, especially for an oily liquid. Yeah, this is just, no, not my favorite thing. All right, and then I also finished up, although I would never recommend this to you guys, but I had them from a FabFitFun box, that Harper and Ari exfoliating sugar cubes. This is exactly the kind of thing I tell you, do not use, do not buy. But it came in my FabFitFun box, and I actually used these on my heels towards the end of the summer, or on callus to my heels in the shower, and I actually really enjoyed these. They were these little cubes. They smell like cucumber melon. The jar still smells nice. Very heavily fragranced, lots of fragrance, so not great. But I used it to exfoliate the callus off the bottoms of my feet. And it was kind of nice because the little cubes you could take to the shower and use about half a cube in the shower on your feet. And the other half you could just put in a soap dish and come back and use it again. Instead of having like a big tub that you have to scoop out the scrub or whatnot. I really liked the concept of these little cubes. I thought it was useful, but I don't recommend that. Alright, I finished up a Glossier Lash Slick. Now, unlike most of their skincare, I do recommend this. It's quite good. It's cruelty-free. I don't think it's vegan, but very lengthening. However, I'm currently using the Thrive Cosmetics mascara, and I love that. It is fantastic. One of the best mascaras I've tried out in a while. Even better than this. And I really like this. So the Thrive just lengthens a little bit more than this did. I mean, it's a subtle additional added length with the Thrive as compared to this. They both do a good job though. And they both do a good job lifting and kind of separating and kind of giving a little bit of curl to the lash. I also finished the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara. I did not like this. Smeared all over the place. yeah, when I was wearing this, every time I would go to edit my videos, it was just like very cringy because I always see the fallout around my upper eyelids and, you know, lower eyelids. It's just not good. I don't recommend that one. But I finished it up. All right, and then last but not least, I finished up this Cocoa Floss, Fresh Coconut Dental Floss. I love this stuff. It was sent to me by the brand, and I have since repurchased it. It's one of the best dental flossies that I've used. It just does an amazing job at actually grasping food particulates, I know that's disgusting, from between your teeth, and it tastes really good. They also make an unflavored one, by the way. I mean, if you're sensitive to coconut or have allergy to coconut, this wouldn't be a good thing to use, but I love this. It does so much better than your ordinary waxed floss out there. Very good, and I've since repurchased on Amazon. I get this on Amazon. I saw it at Urban Outfitters, but yeah, really good. I'll list it down below. I'll list everything down below in the description box for you guys, but yeah, that's everything that I used up this past fall. I went through quite a bit, but again, the stuff that I use up, it's not as though I started it the day one of fall and managed to go through all of it during the course of fall. It's stuff that I started earlier on in the year to review for you all, and then, you know, kind of bailed on for a while to try something else, and then came back to finish up. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. It's not as though I'm like putting all this on within the course of one season, but I did finish it. And so yeah, I like to make it a point to finish things that I start, including little sugar scrub squares. But anyways, guys, comment below what skincare products you have really been enjoying this past season that you maybe will take with you into winter. I would love to know. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.